slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.
The 350 GT rolled out of a tiny workshop built by 5 ex-Ferrari engineers who also had their own issues with Enzo. From day one, Ferrari and Lamborghini were enemies. But here's the twist. It was never a racing rivalry. Ferrari lived for motorsport, Lamborghini wanted to do nothing with it. While Ferrari built F1 engines, chased championships, and raised their reputation through racing, Ferruccio believed something completely different. If your road car is good enough, you do not have to race to prove it. To him, racing wasn't a proving ground, it was a distraction, a money pit, something only brands desperate for validation needed to do. That philosophy is the foundation of why Lamborghini never became an F1 giant. Lamborghini didn't jump into racing right away, but eventually curiosity caught up. Their first real step into motorsport wasn't Formula 1. It was something far less glamorous, and it went badly. In the 1970s, BMW asked Lamborghini to help build a new Group 4 race car. Big deal. Big opportunity. This could have been Lambo's way into proper racing. Instead, disaster. Lamborghini built the prototypes, but the company was collapsing financially. They couldn't deliver the cars fast enough. BMW took the project away and finished it elsewhere. Those cars would go on to become the BMW M1, one of the most iconic racing silhouettes ever made. And Lamborghini's name, nowhere near it. That was their first real brush with racing. A chance to prove themselves, a chance to battle the giants, missed. Their next attempt didn't happen until the late 80s, and this time they went straight to Formula 1. 1989. Lamborghini became an engine supplier, not to Ferrari, not to McLaren, to small midfield and back market teams, Larousse, Minardi, Lotus, Ligier, Modena. It was a weird chapter, almost forgotten now. The engines weren't terrible, Suzuki even scored a shock podium in Japan 1990, but when your highlight reel is a single third place, something isn't working. The low point, the Modena, Lambo 291. A gorgeous blue car with zero performance. It failed to qualify 26 times in one season. 26. Imagine showing up to school 32 days in a row and getting turned away at the door. That was Modena. By 1993, Lamborghini had enough. But before they disappeared from Formula 1 completely, there was one last twist that almost changed F1 history. McLaren in 1993 were desperate. Their Ford Cosworth engines were down on power, 70 horsepower weaker than the competition, and Senna was already considering leaving the team. So Ron Dennis, the McLaren team boss, started secretly testing alternatives for 1994. And that's when something unbelievable happened. On a quiet test day in Estoril, Ayrton Senna climbed into a completely white McLaren. No logos, no sponsors, just a prototype chassis fitted with a Lamborghini V12. The McLaren Lamborghini M48B. A car so strange people now call it the McLambo. And here's the crazy part, Senna loved it. The Lambo V12 was a monster. According to Senna himself, finally something he could fight with. Even McLaren's new driver Mika Häkkinen tested it at Silverstone and went 1.2 seconds faster than McLaren's real qualifying time that year. Senna asked to use the Lambo-powered car for the final 3 races of the season. That's how good it was. But behind the scenes, McLaren had already signed a contract with Peugeot. The test was never supposed to be this fast, but the deal never happened. McLaren were locked into Peugeot for 1994, Senna left for Williams, and Lamborghini never supplied another Formula 1 engine again. And that unreal what-if moment became the final chapter of Lamborghini's Formula 1 history. Lamborghini's brief Formula 1 experiment revealed something important about the company itself. It wasn't the poor results that mattered, it was the reaction afterwards that told the real story. Most manufacturers who enter F1 and struggle try again. They restructure, icons, dream cars, poster cars. But Formula 1 demands something different. A racing culture, long-term investment, a willingness to take years of pain before seeing success, and the appetite to spend hundreds of millions every single season. Lamborghini never truly had that. If Lamborghini's Formula 1 story ended quietly, their hypercar story ended even faster. The SC63, the most ambitious motorsport project Lamborghini had ever attempted. A proper factory effort, built with Ligier, hybrid power, global program, and for the first time ever, a chance to fight Ferrari on equal terms. On paper, everything looked perfect. The WEC hypercar rules were designed to attract new manufacturers, and Lamborghini jumped in early. But reality hit almost instantly. The car debuted in 2024, and by late 2025, the entire program was gone. With no dramatic goodbye, no long-term plan, just a quiet statement. Lamborghini was withdrawing from the top-tier endurance racing. Officially, Lamborghini blamed a strategic realignment, but the real reasons were painfully straightforward. 1. Money. As development went on, the costs spiraled far beyond what they expected. More parts, more people, more testing, more everything. 2. Their main partner walked away. Iron Lynx, who funded a huge portion of the program, pulled out, and Volkswagen did not want to bankroll a losing program, and Lamborghini wasn't willing to carry the project alone. Just like that, the SC63 was on life support, and when Lamborghini announced their future plans, the message went unmistakable. They were not doubling down, they were scaling down. A full return to GT3, a new customer car, the Temerario, more super trofeo, more safe, more profitable, low-stakes racing. And that's the pattern. Lamborghini builds incredible road cars, but in motorsport, they never go all the way in. They take a big swing and pull back the moment it gets difficult, expensive, or political. They did it with BMW in the 1970s, they did it with Formula 1 in the 1990s, and the SC63 became the latest entry on the list. A top-class program they simply weren't willing to fight for. The hypercar project proved something the brand's history has hinted at for decades. Lamborghini dabbles in motorsport, but they don't commit to it. And if a hypercar program, cheaper, simpler, and far less brutal than Formula 1 was too demanding to survive, then F1 was never going to be an option. For all the mythology around Lamborghini, the financial side of the company has always been fragile. And that alone explains almost everything about the motorsport story. Because here's the truth that nobody romanticizes. They've never been a financially stable company for long enough to build a Formula 1 team. Not in the 60s, not in the 70s, not in the 80s, not even today. Ferruccio built the company in 1963, and by 1974, he was forced to sell it because the oil crisis nearly wiped them out. Under the new owners, Lamborghini went bankrupt 4 years later in 1978. They were rescued again in the 80s by the Merman brothers, who then sold the company to Chrysler in 1987. Then Chrysler sold the team to a Thai Malaysian group in 1994. Then that group sold again in 1998 to Volkswagen. Only then did Lamborghini finally get long-term stability. It's a miracle the company survived, let alone build poster cars like Diablo and Aventador. But every ownership change meant the same thing: no consistent boardroom. Every time the ownership changed, the priorities changed with it. One CEO wanted expansion, the next wanted survival, and the next wanted to sell the company entirely. Lamborghini never had the stability or the appetite to build a long-term racing empire. Not like Ferrari, whose business revolves around racing. Lamborghini kept dipping its toes into motorsport. Each time, the same pattern: start with ambition, end with a quiet exit. This shows something important. Lamborghini never shut the door on racing, but they never fully opened it either. And even their current leadership admits to it. CEO Stefan Wickelmann has said that Lamborghini will never enter Formula 1. Not because they lack the technology, but because Ferruccio never wanted the company to be a racing team in the first place. Lamborghini was built as a status symbol, not a competition brand, and that philosophy still shapes the company today. And maybe one day, if the stars align, the funding, the stability, the philosophy, the iconic Italian bull might finally charge into Formula 1. But for right now, that moment feels a long way off. Lamborghini won't make the jump, but Audi will. Watch it next to see if they can succeed in Formula 1.